It all started with a ping, a simple message, but what came next shook the internet to its core. Screenshots started circulating like wildfire, private texts, exposed DMs, and a conversation so personal, so raw, fans were left clutching their phones in disbelief. The names? Princess Love and Amara Negra. And caught in the digital crossfire? None other than Ray J himself. The text messages weren't just shady, they were explosive. Confessions of late-night meetups, blurred boundaries, and one jaw-dropping claim that Amara and Ray J may have been more than just friendly co-stars. Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and the family was left divided. Princess, never one to stay silent, fired back in a now-deleted Insta post that had everyone asking, was this just flirtation gone too far, or a full-blown betrayal? And just when you thought the drama had peaked, boom, Amara went live. Tears, truths, and a thinly veiled warning that left viewers gasping. "Don't make me show what you said, princess," she said, phone in hand, nails tapping the screen like a loaded weapon. "We've got the leaked texts, the voice notes, the messy reactions from the cast of Love and Hip Hop, and the secret that might destroy everything. Buckle up because this love triangle is anything but over, and what you're about to hear will change everything." It all began with a blurry screenshot posted at 3:47 a.m. No caption, no tags, just a white chat bubble against a dark background. And two familiar names at the top of the thread, Princess and Amara. The post was only up for 27 minutes, but that was more than enough time for the internet to lose its mind. Fans screenshotted, reshared, and dissected every emoji, every typo, every single word in that thread like it was national treasure level intel. By sunrise, the phrase Ray J Love Triangle was trending on every platform. The messages started innocent enough. Amara texting Princess saying, "Hey girl, just checking in. I hope we're good after that party." No big deal, right? But then came the second bubble. "I didn't know he was gonna be there. He told me you were out of town." And that's when the alarms went off. He? Who was he? Fans immediately guessed the only man who had ties to both women and a track record of keeping things messier than a Thanksgiving plate. Ray J within the hour, more screenshots emerged. Someone close to the situation, a self-proclaimed stylist, to the stars, posted a DM that seemed to come straight from Princess. "I knew something was up," the message read. "I seen how you looked at him. Don't play dumb." Amara's alleged reply, "If you kept him happy, maybe he wouldn't be talking to me." Boom. The internet exploded. The drama was no longer speculation. It was a full-on war, and fans were choosing sides fast. Some defended Princess, saying she had been through too much already. Others sided with Amara, arguing she wasn't the one in the wrong. It was Ray J playing both women, but no one had answers. Not yet. Then came the live. Amara went live from her living room, her face bare, her voice shaking. "I'm not gonna sit here and be painted as the bad girl," she said. "Y'all don't know half the story." And Princess, "She knows what she said to me. She knows what she did." She paused, staring straight into the camera. "You want to go there? Okay, let's go there." She held up her phone and scrolled through messages, pausing on one in particular. "This right here, this is from her, and I'm only showing y'all this part because the rest, it's too much, too personal, too painful." She showed a line that read, "I stayed quiet about Miami. Don't make me regret it. Miami." That one word changed everything. Now fans had a location to anchor all their theories. Suddenly, people were pulling receipts from a Love and Hip Hop episode filmed in Miami 3 seasons ago. An after-party scene, a clip where Ray J and Amara were seen laughing together by the pool while Princess was missing from the shoot due to travel issues. Coincidence? Not anymore. And just like that, the comment sections turned into courtroom trials. Fans pulled photos, tagged cast members, and unearthed old interviews where Amara had giggled at questions about Ray J. Now, that giggle didn't feel so innocent, but the wildest moment came when Princess finally broke her silence. It wasn't a statement or a live, it was a video, black and white, moody lighting. Her voice in the background saying, "Every woman reaches a point where silence is no longer strength. It's survival." Dramatic music played underneath. She never named names, but the caption said it all. "Some snakes don't hiss. They smile." Within minutes, the video was reposted by every major blog. Fans were split down the middle. The energy was electric, emotional, and volatile. One minute, people were dragging Ray J. The next, they were accusing Princess of weaponizing public sympathy and Amara. She stayed quiet, letting the storm swirl around her until she posted a single story. Don't start none. Won't be none. That night, more screenshots leaked. But this time, they weren't texts. They were pictures. One showed Ray J and Amara in what looked like a private lounge, seated way too close, his hand grazing her knee. The lighting matched a known Miami venue, and fans pieced it together immediately. This wasn't speculation anymore. It was evidence. The blogs had a field day. One headline read, "Exclusive, Ray J and Amara seen getting cozy in unseen footage from 2021. Another declared, "Princess knew all along. Insiders say she warned Amara twice." And that's when a former assistant to Ray J stepped into the ring. She posted a now-deleted tweet that read, "Y'all don't know the half. Princess walked in on something and kept it quiet for the sake of the kids." Within seconds, fans screenshot it and reposted it with commentary. Walked. In on what, was the question flooding every platform. Rumors spiraled. Did Princess catch Ray J and Amara in a compromising situation? Was it just a conversation? Or something more? And if she had stayed quiet all this time, what made her speak out now? And then, just when the drama felt like it couldn't go any further, Ray J himself made a move. He went live from his car, clearly flustered, looking like he hadn't slept in days. "I don't know why everybody acting like they know my business," he said, fidgeting with the steering wheel. "People lie, people twist things. I love my family, always have, always will. But don't come for me like y'all perfect." Someone in the comments asked point blank, "Did you cheat with Amara?" He stared at the screen for a long moment and then said, "Next question." That silence was louder than any answer. People immediately took that non-response as confirmation. The memes started pouring in. The group chats lit up. Everyone from Hollywood to Harlem had an opinion. And through it all, the only thing that kept getting reposted was a 3-word tweet from Princess's hairstylist. And I told her, those 4 days of chaos didn't just break the internet, they fractured friendships. Behind the scenes, Love and hip-hop producers were reportedly scrambling to rewrite upcoming episodes. "This wasn't supposed to come out yet," a source claimed. "We were saving that storyline for mid-season." Too late. The fans were already writing the script themselves. But the real question still lingered. What exactly happened in Miami? And why was everyone so scared to say it out loud, deep in the heart of the Miami mystery that nobody wanted to talk about? Until now, because behind every blurred screenshot and deleted post, there was a moment that changed everything. And it happened one humid night during a so-called private rap party thrown by producers to celebrate the end of filming. No cameras, no crew, just cast, cocktails, and secrets waiting to spill. Amara showed up first, wearing a red satin dress that had everybody turning heads. She wasn't there to be subtle. She walked in with that "don't mess with me" energy, laughing louder than usual, hugging people like she hadn't just been accused of being in the middle of a scandal. Ray J showed up 30 minutes later, alone. No Princess in sight. That's when the tension got palpable. A bartender working the event later told a gossip site, "You could feel it in the air, like something had already gone down between them. They weren't talking at first, just stealing glances. But then he walked over, and it was on from there. Multiple sources claim they talked for hours. Not arguing, not fighting, just vibing, laughing, reconnecting. But it's what happened when the music died down and people started leaving that changed the narrative completely. 2 assistants, who asked to remain anonymous, claim they saw Ray J and Amara leave together. He said he was walking her to her car, one said, but they didn't leave from the front like everyone else. They went out through the back gate. Now, maybe that means nothing. Maybe it's innocent. Or maybe that was the exact moment Princess had been referring to when she warned, "Don't make me regret staying quiet about Miami." Back in LA, Princess was reportedly fuming. Not just because of the footage, but because of who had sent it to her. A castmate who wasn't even supposed to be at the party. She didn't even want to go, a source close to the situation said. But when she saw what was going down, she pulled her phone out and started recording. She sent it to Princess like, "I thought you should know." Princess's response? A 5-word voice note. "Say less, now I know." Now here's where things get even messier. After that night, Amara and Ray J were both suddenly off the grid. No posts, no stories, not even promotional content. Producers told the press they were resting after a long season, but insiders say it was far more than that. Apparently, Princess had confronted Ray J at home. A full-blown, glass-shattering, door-slamming, no cameras allowed showdown. She was calm at first, said someone who claims to have overheard the argument from another room. But when she said, "You lied about Miami," he froze. And then she snapped, said everything she had been holding in for months, said she felt like a clown, said he embarrassed her. She even brought up the past, like all the way back to Vegas. And Ray J, he didn't deny it, not once. Instead, according to the source, he sat down, buried his face in his hands, and said, "I didn't mean for it to happen. Fans didn't hear about this right away, but the vibe started shifting." Suddenly, Ray J was posting old photos of the kids, long captions about fatherhood, emotional stories about learning to grow. He wasn't saying sorry, but he wasn't denying anything either. Then, out of nowhere, Amara posted a picture with a caption that had everyone shook. "Sometimes the heart wants what timing can't handle." Boom. Theories exploded. Were they in love? Was it emotional cheating, or did it go all the way? And where did that leave Princess? Princess fired back fast. Her post was a carousel of pictures, just her and the kids. No Ray J, no family captions. Just a single sentence at the end. "He's your problem now." The fans were officially in chaos. Comment sections became war zones. Team Princess, Team Amara, Team Nobody. Some said Ray J manipulated both women. Others believed Amara was the real victim caught in a triangle she didn't ask for. And others, especially longtime Love and hip-hop watchers, knew this was only the beginning. Then came the private DM leak. One of the fan pages, known for always having exclusive tea, dropped a conversation allegedly between Amara and another cast member. In it, Amara admits that she caught feelings, but didn't expect it to go anywhere. She claimed Ray J told her that he and Princess were basically separated, and that they were only still living together for the kids. The cast member responds, "Girl, you knew better. You just didn't want to do better." Fans were gagged. The comment sections were ruthless. People started dragging Amara for being the other woman, even though she never claimed the title. Others dragged Ray J for lying, manipulating, and always knowing exactly how far he could push things without falling off the edge. And Princess? Well, she kept quiet, until her hairstylist again added fuel to the fire. This time, she tweeted, "He always tellin' the next one we done before he's even packed a bag. Same script, different co-star." Once again, fans were on fire. Was Ray J running emotional game? Was Amara just the latest in a pattern of blurred boundaries? Or was there something deeper going on that none of them had said out loud yet? And then came the twist no one saw coming. An unknown number texted screenshots to a gossip blog. The texts appeared to be from Ray J's old phone, and they showed messages between him and Amara dating back over a year. One message read, "You always see me when I feel invisible to everybody else." Another said, "I know you see me, not the image. That's what scares me. Emotional cheating? Maybe." But to fans, it read like love. Raw, reckless, inconvenient love. People weren't just mad anymore. They were invested. This wasn't just gossip. It was a saga. A tangled story of loyalty, betrayal, blurred timelines, and heartbreak. And with every new leak, it was clear. This wasn't just about Princess versus Amara. This was about Ray J's legacy, about two women trying to survive a man who always made himself the center of the story. Yes, the same Tiara who had her own messy, emotional fallout with Ray J back in the early seasons of Love and Hip Hop. She had been quiet for years, off the radar, focused on her music, her healing, her own lane. But one late night, she posted a tweet that sent shockwaves through the fandom. If they only knew how long he'd been running this game, she not the first. No names, no tags, but everyone knew. And within hours, she posted again, this time with a voice note, muffled but clear enough to make out Ray J's voice saying, "I'm always gonna come back to you, no matter what I tell them." The audio was timestamped 2019. Fans were shook. She followed up with a caption, "You think you're the main character until the next season starts? That's how he does it." Same script, new cast. The internet erupted. Suddenly, people started connecting dots from Ray J's past. Throwback. Clips, interviews, confessionals, where he played innocent while women cried over him. Tierra didn't just break her silence, she burned the entire narrative down. And it didn't stop there. A podcast episode dropped the very next day featuring Tierra and a well-known gossip blogger who specializes in hip-hop scandal breakdowns. For an hour and a half, they spilled everything, from private arguments to the emotional manipulation Tierra says she endured during her time with Ray J. "He made me feel like I was crazy," she said in the interview. "Like I was jealous or imagining things. But really, he was just rehearsing lines he already used on someone else." Fans were heartbroken, angry, and even more invested. Meanwhile, Ray J was under pressure like never before. Producers from the show reportedly reached out, asking him to release a statement or do a controlled interview to calm the firestorm. But Ray J wasn't interested in scripted apologies. Instead, he posted a cryptic black screen on his Instagram story with just 5 words. "Not everything needs a mic." But silence wasn't helping, because backstage, more cast members were talking. One makeup artist from a reunion shoot leaked a DM exchange where she claimed she saw Amara crying in a dressing room, telling someone on the phone, "He said he loved me, and I believed him." The stylist on set allegedly had to bring her tissues and calm her down. Fans were stunned. Was this deeper than a fling? Did Amara actually fall in love? And what about Princess? A close friend of hers, known for stirring just enough drama to go viral, but not enough to get sued, posted a video in her car. All I'ma say is, the stuff y'all calling betrayal, it's just karma coming home. And sometimes karma show. Up wearing a waist trainer and lip gloss. Fans read between every single line. Theories began to spin out of control. Some believed Ray J never stopped entertaining multiple women at once. Others said he was just emotionally confused. A man who craved attention more than loyalty. And a bold few said this was the mood shifted. Suddenly, people started seeing Amara not as the villain, but as the other victim. Someone who may have genuinely believed she was in something real. Her fans defended her fiercely. "She didn't steal anyone's man. He gave himself away," one post read. Others blamed Ray J entirely, calling him a master manipulator, a man addicted to emotional chaos. And then, as if fate was laughing at everyone, a final devastating voicemail leaked. This one was from Ray J left, on someone's phone in the middle of the night. It was raw, slurred, emotional. "I don't know what I'm doing," he whispered. "I just wanted peace. I wanted someone to see me and not judge me. Maybe I messed everything up. Maybe I don't know what love is," fans cried. For real. The voicemail humanized Ray J in a way no live ever could. It showed a man unraveling in the consequences of his own actions. A man who never truly chose a side until it was too late and both sides walked away. And now, in part 4, the fallout spreads beyond just the triangle. Family members speak out, the kids get mentioned, and a shocking betrayal comes from someone no one expected. Someone even closer to Ray J than either of the women. Someone even closer to Ray J than either of the women. When part 4 begins, the spotlight suddenly turns inward, onto family. Because while fans were still trying to process the emotional wreckage between Ray J, Princess, and Amara, someone who'd been quiet throughout the entire scandal finally broke their silence. And not with a whisper, with a boom. Brandy. Yes, that Brandy, singer, actress, and Ray J's big sister. She had stayed radio silent for weeks, refusing to address the drama publicly. But behind closed doors, sources say she'd been begging Ray J to clean up the mess, trying to protect the family brand, trying to protect him. But now, she was done protecting anyone. It started with a subtle Instagram story. No face, just a black screen with a quote in white text. "Protect your name before your name" becomes a hashtag. Fans immediately clocked it. Brandy never posts drama. This meant she was heated. Hours later, she posted again. This time a clip from a performance of her song, "Should I Go?" with the lyrics, "I don't know why I stayed so long when I knew it was all wrong." She didn't tag Ray J, but the internet knew exactly what she meant. Within minutes, blogs were all over it. "Brandy speaks out in the softest drag of the year," one headline read. "Even his own sister done with the nonsense," wrote another. And just like that, the world was reminded. This wasn't just about Ray J's romantic life. It was about reputation, family, legacy. Behind the scenes, insiders claimed the Norwood family was in crisis mode. Meetings were being held. Phone. Calls were being dodged. Princess wasn't returning texts from Ray J's mother. Brandy had reportedly unfollowed both Ray J and Amara. And word on the street was that the family's upcoming joint project had quietly been put on hold. Then came a leaked voice memo, allegedly from a family group chat. In it, a woman's voice that sounded exactly like Brandy could be heard, saying, "This ain't just about your feelings anymore. This is embarrassing. For you, for me, for all of us. You played games and now everybody's paying the price." Boom. Fans couldn't believe it. The family fallout had gone public. And Brandy, once known for keeping it peaceful and poised, was clearly done being the peacemaker. Fans flooded her comments with love and support. "We love you, Brandy. Protect your peace," one wrote. Others begged her to distance herself completely. "Save yourself. Your brother chose the drama." And then another bombshell. This time, it wasn't from the women. It wasn't even from Brandy. It came from a former assistant of Ray J's, someone who had worked with him during the early years of his relationship with Princess. And what she dropped was explosive. A series of emails and messages dated back over 6 years, showing a pattern of emotional manipulation, gaslighting, and secret communication with multiple women, including, allegedly, a known reality TV producer. In one message, Ray J is seen telling the assistant to schedule 2 separate pickups from his hotel room so nobody sees overlap. In another, he says, "Tell her I'm at the studio. I need space tonight. I'll be with the other one." The messages didn't name names, but fans quickly filled in the blanks. The assistant ended her post with a note. "I stayed quiet because I didn't want to lose my job, but watching these women tear each other down while the real problem hides behind silence, I can't do that anymore." Mic drop. Meanwhile, Amara had vanished from social media. No stories, no posts, no comments. Sources close to her said she had gone into a mental health reset, pulling back from everything to process the chaos. But the timing was suspicious, especially when a post from her best friend suddenly appeared. And it wasn't supportive. The friend posted a blurry screenshot of a private message allegedly sent by Amara months earlier. In it, Amara confides, "I don't know if I'm in love or if I just don't want to lose to her." The her being Princess. Fans were stunned. Was this whole love triangle driven by emotion or ego? The friend later deleted the post, but not before it went viral. Suddenly, people started rethinking the narrative. Was Amara competing with Princess the whole time? Was this about validation more than love? Or had they both been victims of a man who knew exactly how to create chaos and sit in the middle of it like a king on a crumbling throne? Then, once again, the story shifted. Not because of a leak, but because of the kids. A clip surfaced of Princess at a birthday party for her daughter, visibly emotional. A friend is seen holding her hand while she wipes away tears. In the background, someone whispers, "He said, he was gonna come. She waited all day." Ray J never showed. The footage hit fans hard. Suddenly, the drama felt realer than ever. No more laughs, no more gossip. This was about family, about children, about the ripple effects of emotional wreckage that was no longer just entertainment. It was pain. And for the first time since this all began, the fans turned comment sections filled with posts like, "This ain't even funny anymore," "That little girl deserved better," and "He played everybody, including himself." Even longtime supporters of Ray J started questioning his choices. And when he finally posted again, it wasn't a selfie or a cryptic quote. It was a black and white video of his kids with no caption, just music. Soft, sad music. But it was too late. The damage was done, but with a choice. One that nobody expected, not even those closest to her. As the chaos swirled, fans were certain the silence meant the storm had passed. That maybe the triangle had dissolved, the voices had quieted, and the internet had moved on. But Princess, she had one more move left. And it was a checkmate that flipped everything. It started with an Instagram teaser. Nothing but a black screen, a heartbeat sound pulsing in the background, and the words, "Exclusive interview dropping tomorrow." That was it. No names, no hints. But everyone knew. The comment section was instantly on fire. "It's about Ray J, isn't it? Sis about to expose the whole damn game. Princess finna go full lemonade." When the video dropped, it wasn't with a blogger, not a gossip site. She sat down with a major network, one known for its serious tone and high-profile interviews. They gave her the floor, and she used it. Princess appeared polished, but emotionally raw. Her voice shook in places. Her eyes watered, but the tears never fell. She came prepared, with her truth, with her receipts, and with the weight of every betrayal on her shoulders. "I stayed for my family," she said. "I stayed." Princess nodded. Amara was the final straw, not the first, not even the worst, just the one that finally broke the lie I was trying to live in. Then came the twist. Princess revealed she had filed for full custody. The room went silent. The interviewer even paused, unsure whether to move forward. "This isn't revenge," Princess said firmly. "This is protection, because I refuse to let my kids grow up thinking this is what love looks like." Fans lost their minds within minutes. Every blog had the clip. People reposted, re-quoted, re-angled it for their own audiences. "Princess Love chooses peace over pain," one headline read. "She finally said what we all knew," said another. The hashtags Genres Protect Princess and D'aPart's Full Custody started trending. Even celebrities started chiming in. Singers, actresses, athletes. Everyone had something to say. And where was Ray J? Silent. Until he wasn't. He posted a single photo, himself holding his kids, kissing their foreheads. No caption, just the image, but it wasn't enough. Fans flooded the comments demanding accountability. "Say something," they wrote. "You owe her more than a picture." But while all eyes were on Princess and Ray J, someone else had quietly re-entered the picture. And it wasn't Amara, it was Whitney. Yes, Ray J's rumored ex from Way. Back, someone who had never spoken on any of his mess publicly. But this time, she had something to say. She went live from her home, looking calm, confident, and completely unbothered. "I've been watching y'all act shocked," she said. "Like this ain't been him for years. The emotional lies, the overlap, the promises he recycles like they knew. Princess ain't crazy. Neither is Amara. They just got caught in a cycle he'd been perfecting since we were young." And then she dropped the bomb. "You think he just started texting two women at once? Baby, he was sending me goodnight texts while posting family first with Princess." And this was in 2017. The comments lit up. Some fans were shocked. Others said they weren't surprised anymore. The narrative was clear now. Ray J had a pattern, one that stretched across relationships, timelines, and even cities. And for the first time, it seemed like every woman he had crossed paths with was now connected in one tangled web. And as for Amara, she reemerged, not with an apology, but with clarity. She posted a reel, soft piano music, a quote from Maya Angelou, and a caption that read, "I forgive myself. I was human in a moment of confusion. And now, I choose peace." Some fans embraced her, others weren't ready to let go of the betrayal, but one thing was certain. She was done explaining, done defending, done engaging in a narrative that no longer served her healing. Meanwhile, producers of Love and Hip Hop saw the storm as a blessing in disguise. An anonymous staffer leaked that next season's storyline had completely changed. What was supposed to be a mid-tier season is now a cultural event. They said, "This triangle gave us everything: emotion, scandal, growth, and we're just getting started." But behind all the cameras and captions, the emotional fallout remained. Princess continued forward with her custody plans. Ray J reportedly hired a new legal team, and insiders say co-parenting was strained but functional, not for reconciliation, just for the kids. And while the headlines slowed down, fans couldn't stop talking. He lost everything. She finally found her strength. It was never about one woman. It was about all the women trying to love a man who didn't love himself. The saga that started with a few leaked texts had become a full-on public reckoning. A story of love gone toxic, accountability overdue, and women who rose from the ashes of manipulation with their voices louder than ever. And now, it's your turn to react. So here we are. After all the chaos, all the screenshots, and all the silence. That spoke louder than words. This is where the story settles. Not with a fairy tale, not with a happy ending, but with truth. Raw, painful, unfiltered truth. Ray J, Once the smooth-talking showman who could charm his way out of anything found himself surrounded not by adoration, but by the consequences of a trail of hurt hearts and unanswered questions. His silence didn't protect anyone. It just allowed the story to be told without him. Princess Love, long labeled the ride or die, finally said, "Enough." And she didn't just walk away. She walked through the fire with her head high, her kids in hand, and her power reclaimed. Fans are still applauding that custody reveal. It was more than legal. It was symbolic. A woman choosing herself after being broken down over and over again. Amara, caught in the middle of it all, showed the world that heartbreak doesn't always look like tears.